That goes back to also, you just touched upon about motivations, because athletics, for instance, in case of Mo, is not a traditional sport would be taken up. What would you say as motivations to young athletes to take up some of this challenge and experiment? Because choosing athletics for Mo would have not come just naturally. He must have got exposed to certain conditions, certain competitions, and then he started realizing. So, do you have any of those experiences with other athletes or young athletes?
Yeah, it's a real fine balance, because you see somebody who's good at something, and you know that the opportunities that will be there for them if they actually pursue it. And it doesn't always work out. I've had some very, very talented kids that have actually, I don't really fancy it. I'm going to give up. And you don't win every single battle. But I do remember when I was just experiencing my first club game of cricket, and I wanted to get involved, so passionate to get involved in it, and we batted first, and I didn't get a bat. I was batting at number 7 or something, and batting turned out to be the thing that I was best at. And they made sure that I got a game, and we were winning the game quite comfortably until I came on to bowl. And I think I put every single ball sort of halfway down the wicket. I was bowled up quite a slope. I got tonked for about 24 off the over, and we lost the game. And my dad was driving me home, and I was in tears and saying, "I'm not going to go back." And they won't want me back. That's enough. And he said, "No. That didn't go so well, but you have to go back. You will go back." No, I wasn't given a choice. And there's times when you put as much pressure as you can on, and I had to do that initially with Mo, when you recognise that something's right. And then, but you have to, you can't, that's not sustainable. You have to make it something that's, it's enjoyable for them. And, every kid loves to do well at something. You tend to like the things you do well at. So that's not necessarily a difficult sell. I mean, there's lots of children that have gone through that you bump into in the street. It's, Mr. Watkinson, how are you doing? And thank you so much for everything you do. There's a girl runner that actually went to a different school, and I was her borough manager and county manager, and she stopped me in the street and said, "You don't realise how much you did for me." And I thought, well, Martha, I didn't really do anything, I was just your borough manager. No, you really encouraged me, and I really valued and appreciated it. And you sometimes don't know the impression that you have on people, but I think if you do the right thing, you treat them well, you take an interest, then they do value it, and it does make a huge difference.